Morning. This is a typical breakfast for me lately. I've got 2 eggs, I've got 1 pork sausage, that's a small avocado, I would say it's about a quarter size, and then I have a just smaller than my fist sweet potato, Miyazaki sweet potato, and it is so amazing. I love starting my day like this. It is really satisfying. Put a kind of a sweet omelet together this morning. I have 1 sweet potato, which is a little bit much. I might not use it all. And it's cut up. It's cooked. It was refrigerated and now it's cut up. I've got a quarter of an apple cut up. I've got 1 cooked turkey bacon cut up, of course, and 2 freshly laid large eggs from the Chicken Girls this morning, and a little bit of cinnamon. So in my pan over here, I actually have like a half a teaspoon of olive oil, and I put the potatoes and the apple in. I'm going to put the turkey bacon in here, and then I'm just going to kind of like saute that around and warm it up. And I'm going to add in also add in some of the cinnamon, which I need to buy some more of because I am just about out. I use a lot of cinnamon. Now that it's heated through, I'm going to add my egg, lower the heat, and just cover it. I am going to add a little bit of this sugar-free syrup here on top, and this kind of like pulls it all together. Out goes my sun tea so that I can have something to drink a little later on when honey comes home. Everybody, so I'm going to add in 10 extra minutes a day to my workout, whatever I'm doing, walking or whatever, and weights or whatever. I'm just going to add in 10 extra minutes of some kind of activity. And it doesn't have to be all one kind of activity. I've told myself I could break it up into 8 minutes and 3 minutes, or 5 minutes and 5 minutes, or whatever, but just add 10 extra minutes of conscious activity to my day purposely, and see what that does. So I am going to today add in, the kids leave their tires all around the backyard. They have tires to play with, and I don't like them on the grass because it causes rings. So I'm going to move those off of the grass, but before I do that, I'm going to actually move them back and forth on the grass. And so that'll be a good workout. It'll work my quads and my calves and my back and shoulders and everything. And so it'll get my heart rate up a little bit. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do now. Maybe I'll add in a few stairs later. everybody. So I've got a big, handsome hunk in the kitchen helping me put some dinner together. It's true. He's so sweet.
I'm making my specialty.
we were just talking about, I found this in the other fridge in the garage, this Diet Right, and on this week in, I'm sorry, the house is like a complete wreck. This table's not supposed to be in here, neither is any of that school stuff.
Sorry.
Well, I'll show you what's happening. We have, see all that stuff that's stuck in that room over there? In this room, this is usually the school room and the dining room, so that table is supposed to be in here. So we still have somebody, they just took up all the flooring today, and so they're going to be putting new flooring in here. So that's why everything's in a shambles right now. But anyway, it's going to look nice when it's all done. So we're in the middle of it. Anyway, we were just talking about how we didn't have enough in the budget, because this week, I was challenging myself to just do like $50 a week for groceries, and I did not have any extra room in there to buy like carbonated drinks or, you know, bubbly or anything like that. But I did find these, and these Diet Rights have, there's 0 calories, 0 caffeine, and 0 sodium. And I was just telling my husband how I don't know if I could do that all the time, not have something carbonated or something like that, right? I mean, I think we try to make teas. We're making teas. How do you like the tea?
Oh, it's great when it's fresh.
Yeah, right. We can only have it on the day that we make it. But how are you as far as like not having the sodas and not having we usually like the ice drinks.
We were stuck on that raspberry ice, yeah.
Right. And so I think I kind of feel like we're going through withdrawals.
But I love sun tea. I mean, I love it. So.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just that it's like, I think I got used to having a type of a carbonation, you know, or something. But it does add a lot to the budget, you know what I mean, getting those kinds of drinks and things like that. I'm going to let him finish cooking dinner here. Hey everybody, good morning. It is Wednesday morning, and I thought I would wrap up this vlog with a few thoughts here. Some things that have been going over in my mind, and I thought I would share them with you. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the idea of cognitive dissonance, because that has really been occurring to me lately. The idea of cognitive dissonance is just that your beliefs and your actions are not lining up together, and it causes stress or discomfort, right? And we deal with that in a way that, you know, maybe we either go one way or another. We either go, you know, let's just take like, and I'm not picking on smokers, but let's just let's just talk about smoking. For example, if somebody is smoking and they don't want to smoke, they don't believe that it's healthy, but they're actually smoking. So that goes against what they're believing, right? Their actions. And so they're either going to do one thing. They're going to either change their behavior, their action, to be more in line with their beliefs, or they're going to try to change their belief to be more in line with their behavior, right? So they're going to quit smoking, or they're going to go, well, smoking doesn't really cause cancer, you know, and come up with all these ideas. It is what it is, whatever. And and I was just looking at that in how does it apply to, you know, our journey health-wise, and this whole weight loss, you know, expedition experience, whatever you want to call it. And I was thinking, you know, I've been feeling somewhat less stressed over the last month or so as far as that goes. And I feel like I'm more embracing my journey, and I have a lot less discomfort. And I was trying to figure out why that was, because, and I thought, yeah, you know what? I mean, the sweet potato challenge really helped me a lot with, you know, backing off of the sugars and the, you know, the junk foods and things like that. But it wasn't that. It was prior to that that my mindset changed, and I was able to make that switch, you know, and flip that light on and go, oh, I'm able to do this challenge. What was that? And I can remember there was this point in time where I said to myself, you know, whether or not anybody goes with me on this journey, or whether or not I lose a bunch of viewers, or whether or not, you know what I mean, whether I go alone, I need to be prepared to do what I feel is right, even if I do it alone, even if I don't have anybody behind me. Kat, what is that going to be? What does that journey look like if you could embrace it and go, I'm going to do this even if nobody goes with me, right? And that made me think about this little card I've had by my desk I've had this here for over a year. And I don't know, it's this ratty-tatty little 3x5 or 4x6, whatever this is. And I don't know why I haven't thrown this away. It's moved with us, you know, to another house, and I've kept it by my desk, and I looked at it yesterday, and I thought, bingo, this is why I've held on to this for such a long time. Can you read that? Never trade your authenticity for approval. And I knew that meant something to me, but I knew I hadn't explored it. And so I held on to that until I explored it deeper. And I do feel like that has been explored. And that is what I think I wasn't doing. And I feel like I've come to that point where now I have embraced my authenticity, whether or not that meant I was going to go alone or not. And so I think that's what's lessened my stress along the way, is that I was, you know, that kind of opened the door for a new habit, for trading my junk food, which I still will have a cookie or something like that once in a while, but I wasn't, you know what I mean? I'm not struggling with it like I was, you know, and I'm able to use sweet potatoes or brown rice or something like that, make better decisions and feel good about this journey most of the time and own it. And I just feel better, you know, about what I'm doing. And I'm starting to try to make decisions that are, they're my decisions for my own reasons, right? There's this whole, you know, by the end of the month, I have to decide whether or not I'm going to continue at Weight Watchers or not, or what I'm going to do because of all that account trouble I'm having with them. But I have decided that upon looking at this cognitive dissonance thing, I'm not a meeting person. I'm not a meeting person, and it goes against what I feel is natural for me. I'm all for it. If other people need to do it, that's awesome, because we all have different needs. For me, I don't need meetings. Online is good for me, whether or not I still choose to do Weight Watchers or iTrack bites. That's the decision I'm still needing to make, but I've decided I'm going to stop going to meetings. I'm not going to continue that because it's not beneficial for me as far as what I really get out of it. It's not my personality to, you know, be in that kind of a setting and to thrive in that kind of a setting. And so I'm going to stop that. And I feel like I'm being more authentic to myself in doing that. If you're being authentic to yourself means that you need to go to meetings, then go for it and do that and listen to it. I think that, you know, listening to it and keeping our beliefs in alignment with what our actions are is only going to bring us peace. And the more peace we have in our decision making, that's going to fuel our success and our next step along the way. So I just wanted to bring that up for you to ponder over your own journey and how that kind of, like, you know, that idea of cognitive dissonance and where that fits in with you and where you're at, you know, is going to affect you. Just something to think about, food for thought. And I've got some Cook With Me videos to get to today. Thanks for listening, guys. I love you a lot, and I'm going to let you go right now. I'll see you next time. Bye.